Welcome to the G Code, the podcast that you go to get the pretty, the ugly, and the grind to success. There's always a story to be told, and remember, everything that glitter ain't gold. So understand this. Remember, there is no need for the cheat code when you have the G Code. This episode of the G Code is brought to you by ADRI.V Beauty. It is a premium hair brought to you by the founder of BET. Quality you deserve at a price you will love. Backed by a 30-day money-back guaranteed. You can visit ADRI Beauty at ZARIBEAUTY.com. Well, it's time for us to jump into the G Code. If you're ready for it, like to hear it, here it go.
What's up, everybody? This your man Troy from the Capital Music Group, and you are now tuned in with your girl ADRI.V, the Go Getta, on the G Code.
Hey, what's up, my go-getters, and welcome to another episode of the G Code, where we give you the pretty, the ugly, and the grind to success. And you know, each and every week on a Wednesday, I like to get you over the hump, to get you motivated and really ready to get through the rest of the week with some motivation. And with me, my featured go-getter happened to be someone from Buffalo, New York, my hometown, and a young man who I didn't know until I found out all about Livin. So welcome to the G Code, none other than Mr. Eric Rawls. What up, sir?
Yo, what's going on?
You see, he tried to get that little sexy voice. Yo, what's going on with you? So, sir, tell us exactly who Eric Rawls is.
Well, I mean, you know, I got a lot going on with me, man. Which part you want to know about me?
give us the best parts. Give us the best parts.
Yeah, you know, I own Livin. I created that clothing line, print company, you know. You know, I mean, what else I'm here for, man? Let me know.
So, the question is, okay, you gave us Livin. You created Livin.
Right.
This was like a hashtag. This was like a staple, a post that I was seeing everywhere. I mean, folks in Rochester, folks, of course, North Carolina, folks in Buffalo, and it just continues to grow from city to city, state to state. You know, what made you come up with such a slogan, and where did it all come from? Where did this Livin come from?
I want to say maybe like 2011, late 2011. You know, I just jumped on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I said I wasn't going to get on Twitter.
You said you was going to get on Twitter?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for Twitter.
Okay.
Twitter was just too live for me.
Too live for you?
Yeah, so, you know, I'm like, you know what, let me try Twitter. And I see everybody using hashtags. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the hell is a hashtag?
Okay.
It looked corny. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm seeing all kind of hashtags and people retweeting and reading. I'm like, okay, retweeting must mean something popping.
Right.
So, you know, like, you know, me and my boys, we was just always saying we living, I'm living, you know what I mean? Just kept saying it. Mm-hmm. And when I went on Twitter one night and I just was like, I'm Livin.
Okay.
Just said it. Said it, and I didn't put the hashtag on, but I got a whole bunch of retweets. So I'm like, okay, I guess retweet means it's popping. Right. So now I kept doing it, but I was traveling a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. So every time I was traveling, I'm Livin. Then I started going with the hashtag. Right. And I just started, you know, and it kind of caught a little fire on that, but what really did it, I took a trip out to LA, I want to say 2011, and I went to Lake, it was the Clippers playoff game.
Mm-hmm. You was really living out in LA at a Clippers playoff game.
You know. So I went out there doing a real monumental time in LA history, because it was like the first time the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Kings was all in the playoffs at the same time. Right. And if you're not familiar with LA, they all play in the same building.
Yes, they do, which is so dumb to me.
It's crazy.
It's stupid.
So you know, I had a hotel right across the street in LA Live, and I guess. So you know, I had a hookup though.
Oh, well, hookups,
we ain't gonna lie.
They work.
I ain't gonna lie to the people. We definitely had the Marriott hookup.
Right.
But so I'm in there, and that's where all the basketball players, hockey players were staying at, all the fans, and I'm a big basketball fan. So I'm mingling and, you know, just soaking up the whole environment. And people kept stopping me. Hey, where'd you get that shirt from? And I'm like, I'm stuck. I'm like, my man made it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm meeting all these people, man, all races, and they like, are you from New York? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, that's a nice shirt. Where'd you get it? So I just was like, you know what, this might be something. Long story short, I get back to Charlotte. I was living in Charlotte at the time, and I just was like, let me try this out. So I went to the mall, right in the middle of the mall. Terrible quality. Terrible quality. I said, Joe, man, I got $100. What could you do for me?
Wow.
Gave him $100. He gave me 10 shirts. So I'm like, okay, I could do something with this. I sold those 10 shirts to all my friends real quick in like 2 hours. Sold them for $20, you know, quick flip.
Right.
And it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And we here now, man. We here now.
You here now with a store, a popping website, I'm sure with many hits on a daily basis. Social media looking crazy. And you have ambassadors that you know, are not official, but are official ambassadors.
Yeah, you can say that.
You can say that.
I'm more proud of the website activity though, more than anything, because it's like, you know, I got it set up to where I can see what states and what countries that people is hitting it on, and it's like, man, we had almost 200,000.
That's amazing.
Hits, and we don't got no real big name push, you know what I'm saying, behind it, and it's just like street work.
Right. And honestly, as you know, in history, street work really has been one of the major staples to really get things through and push things through, and especially the word of mouth. So, you know, after coming from with this hashtag, I'm Livin B, where you getting your retweets and you popping on Twitter, and now you're out and about and folks asking you and you sell it to your friends. What made you think then, okay, I done flipped this, showed it to my friends, now I'm really about to go hard with this? You know, because there's a lot of people that start off with their shirt companies or, you know, selling shirts to friends, and they haven't taken it as far as you have.
I'm just real persistent, man, with anything. Like I just go hard. That's really probably the only thing that I can say personally that makes me a little different than other people. Right. You know what I mean? Like I really. And then I kind of focused all my energy into it. Like, you know, I wasn't trying to juggle a whole bunch of things at once. I was just, you know what, people buying this, let me sell this, supply and demand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of created a demand, and then it was time to just, you know, supply to people. And I just was going, nonstop. Some people be kind of like embarrassed to like push what they trying to push, because they kind of think people gonna look at it as crazy, because they looked at me crazy when I started. I ain't gonna. They looked at me.
One slogan: I'm Livin B.
They looked at me, but they looked at me real crazy though.
Right.
Like my friends, like I'm an ex-ball player. Like I did a lot of other things, and people was like, "Really?
Right?
You selling T-shirts? Come on, man." You know what I'm saying? And you know, it just was like, "Yeah, I'm selling T-shirts. This is what I'm doing. You want to buy one or not?"
Right.
Like what's going on?
Right.
And that's just what I did, man. My blueprint ain't gonna work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It worked for me though. You know what I mean?
And as you speak about your blueprint, you know, like you said, focusing on that one thing, you know, within the G code, we talk about the pretty, the ugly, and the grind to success. You know, the pretty is you was able to take this hashtag, this slogan, and really begin to run with it, you know what I mean, and grow with it. Like you said, you're proud of your website. You know, we're going to talk about the store, but when it comes to a blueprint, you know, you said one thing that really just stood out that some people don't understand. You know, you just focused all your attention on this one thing and decided not to juggle anything else. How do you feel, you know, focusing all your attention, having that laser focus really helped you catapult it to the next step?
Man, I mean, that was the biggest thing. Just like, you know, you can't, I say, like, for instance, I kind of compare it to like people that's getting in shape, right? You know, right now we definitely me too, but we into that, we kind of in the era where being in shape is in, right? So let's just take a scenario. Let's say I got a 9 to 5 and you don't, you have idle time, right? It's gonna be harder for me to really stay in shape as you know, better than you, because I got a job to lock in, you know what I mean? I got 8 hours of my day already being took away from me, you know what I'm saying? Then I got to come home, do this, might got kids. So it's kind of like, you know, it's a little harder for people who got jobs, for instance, to dedicate all their time into working out. But now let's say you don't have no job, you got your whole 16 hours of your day, you know, you sleep for your 8. So you can get up and you can do 2 days because you don't have that. You're not losing that 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? So with me, it's the same way. It's like, some people got other businesses, jobs, school, whatever. The 2 kids, 1 kid, whatever they got going on. And me, at the time when I started, it was like I didn't have any kids at the time, single, didn't have anything going on but that.
Right.
So I just got into tunnel vision, and it worked. Like I said, it worked for me. But I can't. If I would have had this and that going on, it might have been a lot harder. But that's just what it was for me. I had a lot of time on my hands, and I used it. I don't believe in idle time, though.
Me either.
I don't believe in it.
Honestly, I've always wondered, and I struggle with people who didn't work, and like, how did you function on a day-to-day? Even when you said, like, somebody having a 9 to 5 and the timing, I feel like I don't have my 9 to 5. I had to, like, with less time, I feel like I did more. And then when you got more time, sometimes you do a little bit of lax, but I agree with you. I can't stand no idle time. But as you even talked about things being hard, or it could have been harder for you, there's always an ugly to success. You know what I mean? There's always some bullshit that you got to deal with in your process of getting to your next level. And how you don't have to pinpoint anything specifically, but if you want to.
Oh no, I got specifics, man. I don't.
Go ahead.
People know me. I don't sugarcoat a damn thing. That's a fact. But like, man, you got it's the thing of elevation. And people feel like you leaving them behind. That's a major thing. And then also, people, they start looking at you different, man, when you just trying to be yourself. Like, I tell people online all the time, like, yo, I hate when somebody tell me I'm fake important, or oh, you Hollywood now. Like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But I get it so much. Like, when I first started, I was never getting that. But now, because I can't, answer my phone at the same rate, I can't pop up to the same spots. I can't. My attention ain't at the same places that it once was. Now it's kind of like, oh man, he fake Hollywood. But no, man, I'm the same person. But that's a major hurdle that, I always come across on the daily.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't respond to somebody motherfucking inbox on Facebook, it's like, oh man, you know what I mean? He too good for my money, or he don't. It'd be crazy. Or like when I first started my website, the reason you start a website is so you don't
those kind of stuff.
Right. So you don't have to always be hands on with it, and you can give people a platform to just go on and buy the merchandise.
Right.
I was like, so when I first got it, people was so used to just dealing directly with me that if they say, yo, I need a shirt, bro, what's up? If I be simple, text from the website. They think I'm acting funny. I'm like, no, it's levels. You know what I'm saying? This is the next level that I created and paid for and put out there to help me. So it's not about you. Right. It's not about you. Now I'm saying thinking that I'm acting funny. No, this is how you level up.
Right. Agreed.
And that's definitely that right there, man. Is you'd be surprised, man. And I don't think I've changed at all. I've got better. I've got better with time, as we all should, but better now, man. I'm still talking my shit. They know I talk that shit before, after 10, 11 years old. I was talking that. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just, man, I'm still me.
I mean, and at the end of the day, what changes are the people, honestly. Their mindset and their perspective of how they look at you always seem to shift, and definitely seem to change based upon the grind and the effort, that you put forth to turn in your dreams into reality, or even this opportunity that you stumbled on by saying, yo, I'm on to something. Let's get this joint pop to the next level and level up. And so, let's talk about the grind. You know what I mean? Like, everybody be out here talking about, I'm grinding. But sometimes I really don't comprehend. I don't believe everybody comprehend what a grind looks like, or even know how to define it. And so it's very seldom when I see folks make stats like, I'm grinding. I'll be wanting to say like, how, Sway? But that's just my own personal thing. But let's talk about the grind, because you have grinded with, pushing it, like you said, from your own self, word of mouth, going hard with it, creating a full out campaign with everybody using this, from wherever they are in the world. I'll be seeing, on your social media page, on your Instagram, folks be posted up in different places.
Motherfuckers everywhere. They out here, man.
They out here.
They out here.
And that's based on you having I'll say a guerrilla marketing tactic, word of mouth, and really just going hard and pushing the brand from the website and now to the store. You have a full out flagship store. I'm Livin B.
Right.
So let's talk about, because that's a real grind to get to that place to say, you know what, I'm about to open a full out store and really house I'm Livin B here.
Man, that was, I stumped, and the crazy thing about that, man, I name all my collections off really what's going on with me or what's going on with my brand. So right now I'm on my 5th collection. It's called the Marathon Collection, and it come out on the 1st, October 1st. But I was doing my last collection called the Blueprint, and it was like I was getting a lot of people who like wanted. They wanted advice or they wanted like the steps to just start a basic clothing line. You know what I'm saying? It was getting overwhelming. So I said, you know what? I'ma just show them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not ignoring nobody. I'm about to give it to you how it really is.
Right.
And man, if you with it, it's gonna work. It should work. You know what I'm saying? So I was in the middle of doing that, and I did like a video. Had my cameraman follow me for a whole day. I'm talking about from when I woke up, went to the gym, took a shower, ate, went to get my shirts wholesale, made them, tagged them, like everything, you know what I'm saying? Me and one of my partners. And I got a phone call like, yo, I got this spot, in Buffalo that might be good for you since you got a nice base in Buffalo. I'm like, man, I don't know about opening no store back home, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. It's tough anywhere, but you know what I mean? It's just, so there's a lot of stuff against you. But I sat down and I thought about it, and I still got it. And I never even dropped the visuals of this shit either. Wow. I still got them.
I got a little bit exclusive now.
No, for real.
So then we're going to have to follow up with the visuals after this because you can't talk about it and not drop it.
I got them. But I was like, I just been so busy, I ain't drop them, man. But it was a part in there, man, where I was getting the actual facts for like, the whole paperwork process of getting the store. And now I look back at it, I watch it sometimes, and I'm like, damn, like this is the date when I really was like, you know what, let me try this, you know what I mean? And man, it was on from there, man. I just locked in, but it was kind of hard though, cause like I said, I don't live here. I live in Charlotte.
Right.
You know what I mean? My mom live in Charlotte. You know what I mean? But it just was like, damn. I came in May 1st, and opened up July 1st. So that's May, June. That's almost 3 months straight. Didn't go home hardly. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in. Painting, doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in, and it was tough because it was like, yo, I kind of felt like I was moving backwards, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of felt like I was going from, this big nice city, Charlotte, you know what I mean, putting my foot down there, and then it was like I'm coming back home. That was the mental thing I had, but then it was like, you know what, I gotta shake that, you know what I'm saying, because people gonna look. I had motherfuckers talking about, oh, the nigga done moved home.
Wow.
He fucked up.
Wow.
It was crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Insane.
But I'm like, you know what, that's cool, you know what I mean, but that's just what I had to do to open them doors, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, I was sitting here I'm in here trying to make my store look how it looked, and I'm still certain, gotta make shirts for other people, for me, for everything, website, you know what I'm saying? And people now people know I'm here, they seeing me, yo, let me get a shirt. So I'm like trying to juggle a trillion things all with my brand while I'm trying to make this store work.
Create a whole new
it was real crazy. It was real crazy.
And that's grinding at its finest. And
it was tough. It was tough, man.
What do you like looking back at that? What do you feel like some of the biggest takeaways that you learned in that moment about yourself and even about your capabilities?
And this is something that I say now all the time. I probably heard it from somewhere else. I don't know, but it just stuck. Stay away from they. Stay away from they.
Get on your DJ Khaled. Get away from they.
Stay away from they.
Who are they?
Because, man, I remember I never really even told a lot of people when I like was gonna open the store. I was just trying to just come out of nowhere, but you know, niggas seeing me too much. They like, nah, he don't even be here like that.
What
you know
doing,
what I'm saying?
Bruh?
So I told two people. I told my man from Self-Employed. Shout out Self-Employed. That's my boy, man. My man Ben, Kurt the Hurt. I walked my man in there, and I was the first person I even took in there.
Wow.
He was like, "Yo, this the one." I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, we sat there for 30 minutes, just, you know what I mean, just brain picking.
Right.
And then I brought another one of my homeboys in there a couple of days later, and he hit me with the bullshit. This ain't it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a terrible location, terrible walls, everything terrible.
Right.
And I was like, damn.
You torn.
And this is one of my more positive homeboys who said it. I'm like, damn, that's wild. But you know what? I was like, you know what? I kind of broke it down to him kind of like a little bit. And I don't even really do shit like that. I just tell motherfuckers, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to keep it moving. But I kind of broke it down like, you know, this is why I'm doing it. This should work. And I kind of still seeing his face like, you know what I mean? But then when that door opened.
He was a believer.
Oh, shit. Everybody was a believer when that door swung open. I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're going to encounter those. And I think, you know, that's definitely something that you have learned. And I know I have learned on my own in itself. Sometimes it's family, and sometimes it's the people that's closest to you that'll make you definitely feel like, yo, this ain't what it is. And this ain't something that you should be possibly pursuing. So with that being said, how were you able to, you know, still move forward, like you said, when them doors swing open, because it plays a factor in your mental in making your decisions?
I mean, like I say from the beginning, I'm just real persistent, man. Like, so I don't really put a lot of base on what people think, because like, you know, when I first started, motherfuckers was like, that shit is a fad, it's not gonna last, it's this and that, and I don't listen to the people, man.
Right.
I mean, we all, I take that back. We all listen to what's being said, but you know, that shit don't hold no weight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just was shit. Niggas make mistakes. Shit, motherfuckers made a mistake on this. That ain't my fault.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit, I knew what I had. You know, so.
And so, in addition to that, you know, and with you knowing what you had and really just having your blueprint, you and Chris, my girl, Miss Chris Bishop of High Class Hair, y'all linked up into the seminar. Yeah. What made you want to give back in such a way? Because honestly, so I have my MBA with a concentration in business. I mean, a concentration in marketing, and so many people, you know, go into business and not really knowing the fundamentals. And I thought it was really dope, you know, that you guys came together, being two young entrepreneurs, clearly successful in what you guys are doing, you know, taking the necessary steps and have definitely graduated from different levels of your prospective businesses. You know, what made you say, you know what, let's get together, let's link up, and let's do this seminar?
Man, it was basically what we was preaching in the seminar, supply and demand.
Right.
Like, you know, like I wake up to all kind of inboxes on all kind of social media platforms, and they all really asking the same shit. Like, you know, like, how do you do this? How do you do that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and they want help. But a lot of motherfuckers be scared to ask for help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. People do.
And one thing about me, man, I don't bite my tongue. I don't hold it. So that's what worked for me with business, because I wasn't, you know what I mean, scared to try or ask. So you got a lot of people that's scared, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I just was like, you know, I was thinking about it for a while. Somebody brought it to my attention, man, like a year ago. You should do that. You should do that. I'm like, man, I didn't look at myself as being at the level for that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you know, once I opened that store up, man, I'm like, you know what? Man, shit, it's proof in the pudding.
Right,
you know
it is. It really is.
And I ain't go to school for the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't go to school for it.
And honestly, school is not even needed. It's crazy, because with me, after getting my MBA and looking at like, yo, there's nothing that y'all taught me that I couldn't have figured out on my own. It's just that extra piece of paper. And so, you know, with you guys doing that seminar, do you feel like you're going to be doing more of them? Do you feel, that the people was really receptive? Because sometimes when we put these things out there, people say they want it, but then sometimes they're not really ready and willing to put in the work.
Man, that joint was crazy. Like, that seminar was real big, man. Like we had people in there, man, who had degrees, who was in business. That was the biggest thing. Like when we was talking to people who was like in business and looking them in their eyes and telling them new information that they had no idea that they were doing wrong, that's when we knew we had it. We was on to something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We had a hit. And the reception we got after that first Blueprint business seminar, it was crazy. Like they clapped for us, all kind of stuff, man. I'm still amazed at it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
So you guys definitely got to do another one then. You got to keep it going. You got to at least do it quarterly.
We working on it. You know, it's holiday season, so we gonna fall back probably for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? But
kicking gear for tax season though.
Oh man, listen here, man.
You gotta kick it in gear for tax season. The people need it, and they got their money, so why don't they invest in themselves?
Man, I'm trying to tell you, they better do something.
That's what it better be. So as we go through, we talked about the pretty, we talked about the ugly, and we definitely talked about the grind. Now here's your chance to drop some codes on people. Your own G codes that you live by, that you operate by, that you can just drop on them for free of charge. They ain't gotta wait for the seminar at this moment, or give them a little bit and make sure they get the rest at the seminar. But whether it's books that you've read, things that you live by, give them Mr. E-Raw's G codes.
You gotta get a routine. Everybody needs a routine. That's just really what it is. Like, routine, it's just gonna help that day go by. Like, I that's one thing too. Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't know this about me. And I'll be lying to say I read. I don't actually read.
You do audio?
I do audio. You know what I'm saying? And that shit helped me. The first thing I ever listened to on audio was from Mark Echo.
His book.
That Mark Echo book, man, was crazy. It was unlabeled. How to sell without selling out.
Yeah, selling out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And
that joint was so crazy because it was like he was talking to me.
Yeah, because it's right up your alley.
I felt like he was talking to me, man.
It's right up your alley.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like the stuff he kicked in that book, man, was shit that I was doing at the time. Like, he was talking about going to Vegas for the magic show, for the trade show. I've been to that joint 4 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers don't even understand like how big shit like that is. That's major. Investing in yourself.
Big
like
time.
Like, what's so crazy about it, man? Like, not to keep dwelling on that one particular thing, but like, I had a young boy push me to go to that. Like, a lot of people, this is one thing that that I'm trying to get the town out of, as far as like local brands and stuff. I'm trying to get niggas out of competition with each other.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm in Charlotte. I'm in the city with man, all type of people in that joint, big as hell. And I got this one white boy, man. White boy.
Yep.
At that. That's what's crazy about it. I call him white, man, but he like, like Arab or something. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
He don't look like you.
He don't look like us, man. Don't know me from a can of paint, but we built a relationship, man. He pushed it on me. Like, cause he was making my stuff for me. Instead of trying to hold me back and get my money, he said, yo, bro, you need to come to this trade show in Vegas with me, dog. It's in 3 days. That shit usually be around All-Star Weekend. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a real heavy partier. You know what I'm saying? It was like either go to All-Star Weekend or go to this.
Right.
I went to that in Vegas. Changed my whole grind. It changed everything I looked at as far as business changed just with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Went there and it was just, it just elevated me. You know what I'm saying? Towards a whole nother plateau, man. It was just crazy just thinking about that. But yeah, man, like that routine. I got a routine every day. I do the same thing every day.
What's your routine look like?
Man, you might gotta pay for this, man. I don't know. No.
I only got $1, so what I got for 4 quarters.
but me, I get up, and the first thing I do is check my email. All my emails, personal. I check my email to make sure I ain't missed nothing, and then I go to the gym. I was reading like Bill Gates, and it's a whole bunch of people, man, who in position. The gym is implemented in their life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's in their life. Like when you see DJ Khaled running on that treadmill all the time, dog, that shit is not for to be cute. It's because that's a part of your, your routine. Yep. Like I don't feel the same if I can't work out. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's only 30 minutes. That's what it's like. Some people, like I say, you going to clock into your job every day. I have to clock into the gym. I got to clock into my email. I got to clock into certain things every day by a certain time. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to think who said this, man. How can I forget? Eric Thomas.
E.T. the hip hop preacher. He was actually on the G Code before.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
E.T. that boy.
Make sure you listen to it.
E.T.'s that boy, man.
Yes, he is. He's that boy.
I mean? And then somebody put me on to him who not even a business savvy cat. You know what I'm saying? He just, liked how the dude was talking. He put me on to him about 3-4 years ago.
Man, I've been listening to this man since I was in college. He said,
do what he said. He said, do tomorrow's work today. Yo, listen, that right there, that's a big gem.
That's a big gem.
That's a big jump because, man, procrastination kills.
Always.
Yo, procrastination kills,
yes,
man.
Yes, it do.
And like motherfuckers be looking at my social media, man, and like I'm a funny cat. I'm always joking, but I don't play about my business. So I'm up late all the time. I'm talking about, man, I don't be going to bed till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, man. Well documented. I have a sleeping problem as it is. So I use that for my business. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep. I sleep during the day.
Well, sleep can't be for suckers all the time. But.
Man, listen. No no sleep. That was on my last collection. No $1 million, no sleep. I don't have no business sleeping until I got 7 figures, man. That's just how I feel.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? It's, man. You want it, you gotta get it. I'm trying to go get it. If I wake up, if motherfuckers wake up in 2 days and they see I'm Livin B on a billboard, I'm Livin B signed a deal with you know what I'm saying, a big distributor or you know what I mean, or a big deal, motherfuckers is not gonna say how. Right. That's a fact. Right. Biggest hater in my life is not gonna say how. That's I pride myself in that. You gonna say, man, I see why. Yeah. Yo, I see why that nigga came through in that Wraith. I see it. I get it. You not gonna say, oh, he ain't deserve it. No, not me. Right. You know what I mean? Maybe other motherfuckers, but man, they gonna say, man, they gonna say about time. I'm telling you, man. So
So we got routine. Definitely A1, number 1.
You definitely gotta have that routine.
What's another code? I could just squeeze 2 out of you. I'll take 2 if you can give me 2.
Man, routine, but direction. Direction, okay. Motherfuckers don't have direction.
You gotta have a map. Blueprint.
Like people don't, like, I see, like I used to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like this is my 5th year, but I only have 5 collections. This is my 5th collection. So that means you should drop a collection twice a year. Fall, winter, or summer, spring, obviously. But not paying attention to detail, niggas is just dropping clothes. Yep. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. I did that shit for 2-3 years straight, just dropping shit. Y'all got hoodies, y'all got t-shirts, y'all got tanks, y'all got sweats. You know what I mean? You have to have a direction. Right. See, I set my shit up in advance. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I was just looking at my social media the other day, Time Hop. That's the most valuable app on your phone.
That Time Hop is real.
Time Hop is the most valuable app on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see the mistakes you was making, dog. Yep. You can see the growth.
You can see the growth in your conversation.
You can see, I'm talking
what
crazy.
What you talking about?
Yeah, you talking crazy 2 years ago, but like, man, routine, direction. Because I was setting up this collection
that you about to drop October 1st.
Yeah, October 1st. You know what I'm saying, the marathon collection. I was talking about it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Last year on all my social medias in person, all that. So now when the motherfuckers see that joint hit, now they been so familiar with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That
they've been waiting for it.
Yeah, it's recognition. It's brand recognition. They understand it. I seen this before.
Right.
He been preaching this. So direction. All my joints had direction. The Separation was my first collection. The Progression was one of my collections. The Blueprint. Now it's the Marathon. I'm missing one. That's crazy when you get to forgetting all your collections.
I mean, clearly you've been doing it.
You know what I'm saying? So direction, man. Routine and direction, man. You can't just be direction with anything.
Right.
You can't go to the gym just running on the treadmill not knowing what you're trying to do.
Right.
You gotta have some direction, man. You know what I mean?
That's it.
That's my lugs. That's my free lugs. That's my free lugs for the day, man.
The rest you got to pay for.
Everything else, man, you gotta pay, man. Time is money,
yes,
man.
It is. It's the hottest commodity. Listen, I'll take time over any other currency. Yo. One thing, just don't waste it, because I can't get that back. Can't buy that back. Can't pay for it.
Ain't no such thing as getting time back.
Exactly. So I appreciate your time, of getting into the G Code, sharing your story, the pretty, the ugly, and the grind to success, and definitely sharing your 2 codes with us. And I know we're going to hear more, see more from you as you continue to expand, create collections, and all of that jazz. And of course, in addition, tell the folks exactly where they can find you, follow you, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the website, the location of the store.
I'mLivinB.com.
Simple.
Go to I'mLivinB.com. If you're on Instagram, hit that hashtag, #I'mLivinB. No G in it.
No G.
Y'all piss me off when y'all put that G in my hashtag, okay? I'm here to tell you.
I'm living B?
Ain't no I'm living, man. This is trademarked, man. So it's I'm living B. Hashtag on all them joints.
Right.
All social media. We probably got 20, 30,000 hashtags.
Oh, you out here with the hashtag.
We got the hashtags popping. We got the website popping. We got the app. We've been had the app. We about 3 years strong with the app.
Nice.
And we got the physical location, 2931 Delaware Avenue, Kenmore, New York. Don't be scared of Kenmore. Listen, do you want to walk in there and see nice people next to you, or do you want to walk in the store and have a panhandler next to you?
Right.
Kenmore Avenue. Kenmore, New York. I'm sorry, Delaware Avenue.
Okay.
Pull up.
That's
a big I'm Living B sign on that joint too.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, I put that sign up too.
You did yourself?
Yeah, we don't play with it.
All right.
We listen. Oh, there it is. That was my other collection I missed. No middleman.
No middleman
collection. You got to be the connect, man. You can't have all these hands in your pot. I'm not going to pay you for something I can do.
Right.
So I put my own sign up there.
Make a lot of sense to me. Well, that's Mr. Eric Rawls, of course, of I'm Living B, creator, the brainchild, and definitely the mouthpiece. So make sure you follow in on all social medias. Go to the website, get you a shirt, sweatshirt, hat, and big shout out to you for also doing a big back to school giveaway, for students, and that was beautiful. You gave them customized backpacks.
Oh man,
that's major.
The kids gotta live too, man.
The kids gotta live too.
Hey, that line was so, man, we ain't have enough book bags. I thought, man, that was a long line that day, man. But I loved it.
It was a lot.
I loved it though. I loved it.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, it's me, ADRI.V, the Go Getta, of course, your insight. Another episode of the G Code. Again, big shout out to the homie Eric Rawls for jumping in and sharing his pretty, ugly, and grind to success, his G codes. And as always, I love you so much for listening. Welcome to the G Code. Be sure to subscribe to the G Code. Find it on iTunes. Also, download ADRI.V, the Go Getta app on your Google Play or in your iTunes App Store for free, and always have the G Code at your fingertips on a daily. Want to catch up on some of the G Codes as well? Go to www.ADRIVthegogetta.com and also subscribe on SoundCloud and YouTube. And remember, you can check a new episode out each and every Wednesday as we get you over the hump with the G Code.
I was born in the G Code, embedded in my blood. Matter of fact, you just triggered a level orange G Code security threat.
And that's the G Code, the G Code.